Namaste, namaste, everybody. Welcome for coming. So we are here for our group session. Ken has been here since Tuesday, and all I want to say is that the one-on-one sessions, feedback from the people spoke to me was just such a really positive experience for them in different ways. Each individual is different, but some pretty dramatic stuff. I know outside of myself being dramatic, there were other dramatic stuff too. So my understanding, and Ken is going to share all of this, is this is a way of reaching a whole bunch more people, is this group healing, right?
Yeah.
Because there's but so many sessions, but you can do a lot more people with a group session, and the initial group session for me was amazing. It's a layer after layer after layer. So we're so grateful. We're happy to say, that we're going to have Ken here about every 3 months or so.
Yeah.
And also we have a special relationship because we want to help in getting this out into the world. That if somebody says, hey, I can't wait 3 months, I'd like to have a one-on-one session before, that will be arranged. So we have your email, everybody that came here, then you'll get that announcement. It'll be in our website. And also the session yesterday, on Thursday. Today's what, Saturday?
I don't know. I don't know what day it is.
Thursday, we had the free lecture. Such important information. And so people say, oh my gosh, I need to get it. I might have missed something. It's going to be on the website. We want to thank Richard, who is our audio visual guy.
Yay!
Okay, and we are good to go. So without further ado, here is Ken.
Hi, everyone. A lot of familiar faces. A lot of you have done one-on-one sessions with me, and a lot of you have done the groups as well. And I just want to give a heartfelt thank you for that. And I hope all of you are doing the work that I probably gave you. So the difference between the one-on-one and the groups, when I kind of touched on this the other night, when we do the one-on-one, we're able to the blockages, and a lot of the blockages are the emotional blockages, right? A little tough, right? A lot of tears, but the blockages are released, and everyone seems to find a path forward. Other things that happen there with the one-on-one is the removal of the energy around you that's not yours, right? Doesn't need to be there, and that's things you wouldn't know, wouldn't understand why things in your lives are happening like they're happening. So the one-on-one gives us that ability to really zoom in on those very specific things. Now, with that being said, the group sessions, while it's healing as well, it's a little broader and yet a little deeper, meaning that the healing that we're going to do tonight has 7 different energies that are going to be presented to you. You're not going to know it. You're going to feel it when we do this. You might see a little something. You might feel a little something, right? But I got to warn all of you that over the next 7 days, many of you will find yourself on the couch in the fetal position. These emotions that were bottled up come out, and I recommend you let the process happen. You're going to feel highs. You're going to feel lows. You might sleep 12 hours tomorrow. Whatever those are, just allow that process to take place and recognize this is part of the healing. There are a lot of energy that all of you right now. There are a lot of energies that are going to be shifted. It's always a little uncomfortable. Again, don't question it. Don't say, oh my God, I'm getting sick. It's not like that. It really is the release. Tonight, I'm going to be doing something a little different than we did in the last group healing. Now, in the last group healing, we all kind of held hands or held wrists, and we allowed that energy to flow. They have upgraded me, if you will. They up-leveled my technology, whatever word you want to use. And they continue to do that. I mean, my crown's been hurting all week. My face has been numb. My body's been numb. This is just a normal process for me when they're kind of pushing the button and moving it up. But what this translates to you guys is we no longer have to have that hand holding and that energy going around. So we're allowed to hold our own space. And I do encourage, in a moment here, I'll walk you through this, all of us to put our own protection bubble around us, right? Kind of get into our own space and our own spot. So tonight is I am going to talk about something called a blue plasma ball, which is going to be interesting. the blue plasma ball is a quantum object that I created. Now, you're not going to see it, of course, right? But you're going to visualize it. And you're going to take that and you're going to place it in your heart. And we'll do this in a second. But what this quantum ball does is, if you've had a one-on-one session with me, there's 3 things you do to get started. I make everybody try the work. Now, not everyone can visualize them, but it's your ego. Now, your ego, we don't mean the ego, the external ego that everyone talks about, oh, that person's. That consciousness inside of you that helps your personality, who you really are. So in order for the healing to really take place, we got to ask the ego to step aside for an hour. All right? And if you do the one-on-ones, I will tell you, bring the ego up, send it love, and place it into your heart. That's kind of hard to do with the group session. All right? And the reasoning is visualization is different for every single person. Quickly, or it may not show up at all. All right? And if we try that behind else. So this blue plasma is coded to actually have a conversation with the ego and place the ego into your heart. The other thing we do is the subconscious, and we should have a conversation with the subconscious to identify, hey, what are the subconscious programming that's in the way that is going to prevent the healing. Again, does anybody know what their subconscious looks like? It's pretty tough to try to visualize or imagine, right? So this blue plasma ball is going to do that for us. It's just going to communicate. It's going to place it into your heart. And then finally, the other thing that I have you do in the session is to bring up the body, to bring up the vessel. And then we have a conversation with the vessel. Say, hey, what's going to prevent the healing? The vessel has a conversation with us. The session starts. We don't do that now. And it's actually a hard thing to also visualize and process. So what we end up doing is, again, coding this plasma ball to do the work for us. So tonight, we will code the plasma ball, and then I will have you guys all say a really simple sentence, kind of more of a protection sentence, if you will, just a little phrase. And then I'm going to go in, and we're going to spin up your DNA. Now, just a lot of you had group session the last time, okay? We are going to spin up your DNA together. I'll walk you through it. Then I'll also do the work. Now, the reason we spin up the DNA, for those you don't know, is that this allows the energy to flow through us. We open it up, we spin it up, and it's actually a homework assignment you'll take home for the next 2 weeks to continue to spin your DNA up and allow more energy to flow. After that, then we're going to jump into the rapid repair. This is the actual healing modality. And again, I say 7 energies. It's going to work in the heart. It's going to work on the root chakra. It's going to work on the third eye. It's going to work on cord cutting. It's going to work on the etheric energy around you. There's a divinity energy coming through, and I know there's one more I probably forgot, or I lost count. But those are the physical healing. All right, those are the energies that are going to take place. But they all have to happen in order for the healing to take place. The physical healing generally has emotions that are blocked, so on and so forth. I will not know what's being delivered to you. You will not know what's being delivered to you. Spirit's going to give you exactly what you need for you to process. Some of you may see lights in the third eye. You may not at all. So just recognize you're getting exactly what you're supposed to for everyone. After that, I'm going to show you all the manifestation exercise that I use to bring, well, all of you here. All right, so this is part of my manifestation, is for me to be able to help others, and I bring them in. So that'll be the last thing, and that's just a gift for you guys to take home and begin bringing in more things to your life. I've used it for months and months and months. I've shared it with a lot of folks, and they all see results of things in their life changing, and not just changing, but just massively shifting. So I'm looking forward to this. Everyone else? Yes. All right. So everyone just kind of close your eyes, and I'm going to go slow, and just kind of drop into your heart space, please. And I ask that you place your own protection bubble around you, and I'm going to do the same as well for you. For myself as well. Now, in your mind's eye, I'd like you to visualize that blue plasma ball about a foot above my head. It's the size of a beach ball. It's glowing, it's spinning, nice and gentle and soft. In your mind's eye, I want you to reach out to that blue plasma ball and pull it into your heart. Just feel the energy moving through the body. And just the healing. Like everyone, just to repeat a phrase after me. And you can do it softly. You can do it internally. But make sure you repeat the phrase. All energies that are preventing my healing session across all dimensions and densities, all reality and frequency bands, and all time and space, must leave now. You are not allowed, nor do you have permission to interfere with my healing session. I command this now. Thank you. Kind of stay in the heart. I'd like you to visualize your DNA in your mind's eye. It's like a ladder that's twisted and is spinning clockwise relatively slowly. I want you to look at it. Connect your heart to it. Send it some love. I'd like you to spin it clockwise faster. Try to spin it as fast as you can, clockwise. Now you're going to reach a point where you feel resistance. Like you don't feel you can move it any faster. I'd like you to step away from the scene just a little, and still with the heart and still with the intent. I'd like you to command it with one word. Faster. And give it some time. And then faster. Now do this for the next few minutes. I'm going to also spin your DNA up, but I'm going to open it up and I'm going to code it. Please do that process. Again, just continue clockwise for the next few moments while I work on the process on my side. And I'll just narrate what's going on in my mind's eye. I've got your DNA elevated inside a bubble. This bubble has sacred geometry embedded inside of it. And your DNA is slowly spinning clockwise for me. The DNA is colored blue and yellow for me. I'm going to bring down some plasma to activate the DNA. And I'm actually bringing down a blue plasma, and it is entering the DNA on the left side of the ladder. I'm bringing in a yellow plasma that is entering the DNA at the top on the right side of that ladder. The DNA, the plasma is slowly going down the ladder all the way to the bottom. It's reached the bottom, and now it begins to fill up the DNA. Slowly, it's filling up and it's reaching that first ladder run, or DNA number 1. It's now reaching DNA number 2. Still slowly spinning clockwise. DNA number 3. DNA number 4. And I can visualize the blue plasma on the left and the yellow plasma on the right. Number 6. It's hitting 7. We're going to go all the way to the top today. It's reaching DNA number 8. 9. Number 10. Number 11. And finally number 12. And the plasma has stopped. I'm now bringing in sacred geometry into the container the DNA's in. Put it here in a moment. Shigalaka in the Atakama Kuyaka, Shikitika Dika and Kobareka Kuya near the Kodlaria Theatre, Chakomaria, Shitia, Katari, and the Jubaria Tata, Tia, Koshkanika, the Katika, Maria Tatia, Tia, Kobaraki, Kubari, Nika, the Katia. The sacred geometry is entering the DNA and is being absorbed. Now with me, again, please continue to spin it as fast as you can, clockwise. And now I'm going to spin it. Here we go. It's faster. 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 The DNA now is glowing. It's creating its own light. It is now spinning at 9/10 the speed of light. Just focus. Watch it, allow it. Send gratitude and love. And allow it to continue spinning. But now we can move on to the next exercise. I'll give you a moment and just go back into your heart. Okay. Clear scene, if you will. I'm now opening up the earthly energy and crystal grids. The crystal grids are growing from Mother Earth up through the floor, and they are connecting to your tailbone. These crystal grids, if you will, are growing up to midway up your spine, where they're going to anchor and ground you through this session. I'd like you all to visualize tree roots growing from the bottom of your heart. Grow those tree roots down through the body, down through each leg, past the knee, past, and into Mother Earth. Don't stop. Continue growing the earth. Grow them down, down, and down. Grow them until you see the center of the earth, the core of the earth. Then continue and clockwise 3 times. And once you do that, just pull them nice and snug with love so you're anchored in. I'll give everyone a few moments. Now, if you're not able to do these visualizations, just stay on your heart for the remainder of the session. It's all going to be delivered. Okay. Now opening up the galactic energy, the galactic realm. I like to visualize a pink light coming from the Sirius star system. Just visualize the pink light. It's coming down through the top of your head, down through your crown. Slowly coming down through your throat chakra. And it's going to anchor into the top of your heart. Allow that anchor to happen, please. Grow that pink light a little wider, a little thicker, a little brighter. Bring in that energy, please. I'd like you to visualize a white light from the Octana star system. This white light is again coming down through the crown, down through the throat chakra, and also anchoring into the heart right next to the pink light. Allow that anchor to happen, please. Grow this white light a little wider, a little thicker, and again, a little brighter. Bring in more of that white light, please. I'd like you to visualize the golden plasma with golden sparkles. This golden plasma with golden sparkles is from the Pegasus star system. View that plasma slowly coming down and entering the top of the crown again. It's a nice, thick, slow plasma. It's coming down. It's passing the throat chakra. And is entering the top of the heart. Allow that golden plasma to enter the heart and to fill all of your heart cavity up. Visualize the heart pumping that golden plasma through the entire body, to every vessel, artery, capillary. I'll give you a few moments. Fill up the blood vessel system. Nice, beautiful golden plasma with the sparkles. Visualize this golden plasma at the very top of the head in the brain. Visualize the golden plasma coming down the brain and filling up the entire brain. Visualize the eye sockets. And then the eyes. Absolutely saturate in this beautiful gold plasma. Visualize the golden plasma coming down the esophagus, down the throat, coating the throat, all the way down into the stomach. Fill the stomach up with this golden plasma, nice and thick, bringing that healing energy into it. Visualize the golden plasma exiting the stomach into the gallbladder, fill your spleen up. It's okay if you don't know where these are at. I don't either. Fill your pancreas up with the golden plasma. And then saturate the liver with the golden plasma as well. Allow the golden plasma to enter the small intestine. See it flow through and into the large intestine. All the way through. Fill the golden plasma up. Visualize the golden plasma entering the adrenal glands that sit on top of the kidneys. See the glands of the beautiful, beautiful bright gold. Enter the kidneys, left and right, and saturate those. Allow the golden plasma to go down and enter into the bladder. And fill the bladder up. Visualize the golden plasma entering the top of the lungs, left and right, slowly going down and coating everything, every piece, every part of the lungs. Halfway down, 3/4 of the way down, and completely. Visualize again at the top of the head the golden plasma entering your skeletal system. Feel the cranium, your skull. Fill it with the golden plasma all the way down into the base of the skull. Follow the golden plasma. Again, fill it in the neck, down to the shoulders, and spread that golden plasma out. Fill up the shoulders, the joints, into the forearms. Fill in the elbows with the golden plasma and begin to go down towards the wrists. Saturate the wrist in the golden plasma and then work it into the hand bones, all the way to the ends of the fingertips. Back up at the neck. Continue to bring this plasma down the spine, and as it enters where the rib cage connects, spread the golden plasma out into the ribs and around to the sternum. Continue, bring that plasma down the spine, all the way into the lower back. And light going up with the golden plasma. Move the golden plasma into the hips and the joints. And bring it down the leg and into the knee. Again, saturate the knee as well. Let it flow all the way down into the ankle. Move it into the foot, into the feet, and then finally into the toes. Now I'd like you to take a moment, and I'd like you to take that golden plasma and move it into the parts of your body that we missed. The parts of the body that you need healed, you desire to be healed. Use it with gratitude. Do it with love. Just take a moment and put it every place it's needed. Opening up the energy from the divinity realm. Above you, there are 7 beautiful white, bright halos. These are not small halos. These halos are the hula hoops, incredibly bright. Visualize them as they go down your body and stack evenly across your body. The very first one all the way to the ground, and the 7th one is just above the head. Visualize the glow from them. With your intent, I'd like you to turn the light switch up. Turn the lights up in that halo. Turn the bright lights up so that there is so much divinity, healing energy coming from those halos that you can no longer see. The brighter, the better. I can now see those halos vibrating and pulsing. They are delivering the healing energy now. I'm now opening the energies from the higher realms. Visualize white diamond plasma. This white diamond plasma comes from a place beyond Source. It travels through Source, reaching the top of your head, slowly comes down, and enters your spine. Allow this white diamond plasma to also coat your spine nice and thick, just really, really thick, nice and slow. Down, down. All the way down to the spine. Plasma to fill up your to be incredibly bright and white. Visualize white tree roots. These white tree roots are coming out of your tailbone. And they're also coming down the body, down both the legs, past the knees, past the feet, and again into Mother Earth. Continue growing them all the way down, 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 until you reach the center of the earth. And wrap them around again 3 times counterclockwise, and then pull them nice and snug. Use it with love. On your next breath, as you exhale, I'd like you to visualize the energy of your heart as a bubble. And you're going to take that energy of your heart as a bubble and expand it all around you, so your heart energy, so you are inside of your own heart energy. And breathe in and expand it. My heart is opened, as well as yours. Visualize a green light in the shape of a tunnel or a tube. On the far end of this tunnel is my heart. My heart takes up the entire end of that tunnel. All you can see is my heart. The other end of this tunnel is connected to your heart. Your heart fills that entire tube, the end of it. I want you to visualize little hearts coming out of mine, bouncing down that tube, that tunnel, into your heart. See those hearts going into your heart. Watch it absorb it. Watch that love, watch that healing go in. I'm making those hearts larger now. You should see it, feel it, and absorb it. Absorb them like you're hungry. For the next few minutes, while I talk, keep focused on that. And just notice what you notice. Chikalari komori ketika dori kedingat ketika komori kojuju biar ketika chani ketika tachi komori kojuju ketika biar niati ati komori ketika komori ketika komori ati tipi chikalori ketika komori ketika ari komori ketika niati komori ati komori juju biar komori ati apa chikadani komori ketika ani ketika komori ati komori ketika kanci komori ketika ani biar ketika niati Chico Maniati, the Cobariati, and Nati Chico Tikati, and Nadia Aria Tikati, Ubria did on Auroria Tata, Celia Niatago, copy at Niata, copy at the Coticati, or Cotis no Poca, thought he knew the need to believe a dear data. Genitaria Nicataria, Shapo. Keep watching those hearts, hold space. All the energy is being delivered now. I'll let you know when we're ready, when we're done. Keep holding space. Keep watching. Lots of healing being delivered. Hang in there, we're almost done. In your own time, you can come out of the meditation. Slowly come out. You guys want to wiggle your toes and wiggle your fingers, kind of shake it off a little? So, this is the time I just asked for a little feedback. Again, just a heads up, over the next 7 days, it's going to be a little unusual. So, real quick, how many of you had an experience beyond your visualizations? You felt something, you seen something, you intuited something? Just one? Get two? Come on, a little higher so everyone can see. Okay? Lots of energy. Okay. How many of you felt a shift, like felt a change, felt something happening? Okay, well that's why we're here, right? I can't get into each and every one. This is the one thing, don't tell me what's happening. When you have with me, we can get into that. But with these, it's all spirit. I'm literally just the vessel where that coding, that healing comes through. Yeah, what you got? Oh yeah, sure, hold on. Let me get this closer.
So the crystals that came from the earth and are somewhere here, and the roots of the two trees, one was the diamond, the other one was different. I some kind of release them. That's okay, yes? I don't have to keep them.
No, that's correct.
I felt like I should let them go. But the lights in the heart, the white and the pink and the diamond are still there. Do we keep them or do we release them?
Okay, great question. What do you think? How do you feel?
I want to keep them.
Keep them.
But the roots, I let them go because I need to move around.
The ultimate point of the question is there a right way? Is there a wrong way? There is no wrong way. Everyone visualized it exactly as it needed to visualize it. And even if you couldn't, it's okay. I may have went too fast. I may have went too slow. You may not be having those tree roots anymore. There is no wrong way. You being present and you getting that coding was the process. Okay? Period. Just really, really take the pressure off. Questions I can answer. Okay. So the last part of this is the manifestation technique that I use that I just want to share with everyone. So we can go through this quick meditation. What I recommend is doing this once a day. It'll take you all of 3 minutes. You can find 3 minutes to drop into your heart and to do this. You'll see results maybe sooner than later, 2 months out, whatever the case may be.